Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and today we're going to talk about the call to adventure. I have my mug with my pumpkin on it. I like this mug. It looks like a fall mug, and yeah, of course, I've got lipstick on my mug. My son is always laughing about the lipstick. So, I'm going to insert a picture in the video. I'm going to show you the card I drew. It is the Knave of Chalices, or the Page of Chalices. Some people call it the Cups. Let's talk about that, what that means, and then we're going to talk about the other two cards that I pulled. And I'm sorry that I'm going to be looking down, but I took notes so I could do this. And the next video, I'll do some actual where you see me doing this. But today, since I'm doing two videos, I did the video yesterday and I edited it and I got it uploaded this morning. So, the Knave of Chalices, or the Page. That card made me think of contemplation, someone in deep thought, thinking. It also made me kind of think of a messenger, which makes sense since those cards sometimes are messengers. There's an ocean in the background, which can either be very soothing and calming, or it could be inner turmoil if the waves are crashing. Just depends. The impression that I got was that she was deep in thought, that there's a message and there's some high emotion. The Knave of Chalices, or the Page, is actually a card of a dreamer, an artist, an old soul. One of the things that came up when I looked up in one of the books was still waters run deep, deep thought. That made sense. It's a message with an emotional impact is what it said at the beginning of things. So now I'm going to insert a picture of the other two cards with that card. So we're going to talk about those. So I drew all cups, all chalices. The next card I drew was the Knight of Chalices, and then I drew the Ace of Chalices. So the Knight of Chalices is the card what's happening when the call to adventure is received. And the Knight of Chalices is a message that brings action to feelings and voices feelings. A conversation. I looked at that and I didn't really get a conversation from it, but it makes sense when I looked it up, because what I did get from it was that she was hiding behind that armor, hiding behind the shield, hiding behind all of that. So when I looked at the meaning of the card, it said feelings will be a catalyst for her actions, that her feelings are shielded, armored. She's a dreamer, an artist, but she's hiding. And that made complete sense to me. So the next card, the Ace of Chalices, why she's going to accept the call. The card, the Ace of Chalices, or Ace of Cups, is a new beginning. When I looked at that card, I got light, I got limitless, no boundaries, no physical boundaries. She's not limited. It's an emotional card. And then I looked at the meaning. It says someone has forgotten how to feel, and then it says a peace offering. It also said forgiveness. When I looked at that card, I did get a feeling of serenity, a feeling of calm. So the forgiveness makes sense. Also love, a relationship built off love, built upon love, and that would be the relationship with a grandfather. And also it said that it would get the creative juices flowing. So that makes sense, because like I said before, when I did the goal, conflict, motivation cards, I got this sense of her and a grandfather, when she went to visit on Sunday, we're going to have a conversation. I got that. I thought, okay, we can do this. He's going to talk to her about forgiving him for not being there for her enough after her parents and her brother were killed. That was his daughter. Her mother is his daughter. So he had lost his daughter and his grandson and his son-in-law, and all he has left is her, Presley. So they were both grieving. He apologized for not being there for her more. He asked her to forgive him, and he asked her to forgive herself. And he said, we are not to blame for surviving. He said, it's not our fault that we lived and that they are gone. And he tells her that he makes her promise. One of the promises, I'm not going to tell you the other promise. One of the promises is that she forgive herself for surviving, for being alive when they're not, and to forgive him for not being there for her enough, that he knows that she is not happy, that she chose the job that she chose for safety's sake, for practical reasons. And he said he wants more for her. He wants her to be happy, to fulfill her dreams, to go after her dreams. And that's another promise, that he is going to make her that she's going to make him is that she goes after her dreams, that she at least tries. And the third promise will be revealed in the book. So there are 3 promises: to forgive him, well, more than that actually. To forgive him, to forgive herself, and to at least try to fulfill her dreams, to quit hiding behind the practicality and the safety. That's what we've got for this small part of the call to adventure. She's actually going to just dismiss it. She'll forgive him, and she's going to sort of kind of forgive herself, but the promise to fulfill her dreams, she's really not going to even remotely consider that or the other promise until the big thing happens. Till the big thing happens, which is where I saw that transfiguration card. And so that's going to be, these are leading up to the big thing, because you build. So I'm excited. It's going well. I'm excited. I'm going to leave you the picture of the poster board, the storyboard. I have the 3 index cards on there now, so it's getting somewhere. And let's see. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. I have the 3 postcards, 3 index cards on there now. Thanks for watching, y'all. I hope you have a good one. We'll get on to the next one next Wednesday. Hopefully I won't have to do 2 videos. Bye.